Welcome back to another weekly grocery haul and also a massive freezer stock up. So every month to 2 months usually I stock up on a lot of meat I buy in bulk because I cycle all the way to the industrial area where the cheap butcher is, and I buy in bulk there and just freeze it. So I think it's been longer than 2 months this time actually, but yeah, my freezer is getting low, so I did a big stock up. We'll get to that in a moment. As always, we'll start with the produce. Some apples for snacking this week. Um, All-Star apples, those are my favorite kinds of apples. I got some sugar snaps for 2 meals, some broccolini or broccoli rabe, however you want to call that, for 2 meals, and some broccoli for 2 meals. And I got some green beans as well for a few meals. And then the cabbages were on sale this week, so I'm not going to use them this week, but they'll last a long time, and I think I'm going to use at least some of it next week to make some coleslaw. But I have a red cabbage and a regular cabbage, pointy cabbage. So I'm going to make some soup, so I needed some parsley. I still have things like carrot and stuff in the fridge. Some cilantro to make a salsa, some lime for the salsa as well. Some of these, I forget what these called in English. What we call them, kakis in Dutch. Persimmon, that's the word. So those are for snacking this week as well. Some onions. I got some regular yellow onions for the soup, among other things. Some shallots for my salsa. Some potatoes because I'm gonna do a stumppot with sauerkraut tomorrow. Stumppot means potatoes mashed with a vegetable, in this case sauerkraut. And I'm gonna do some potato wedges on Friday. And then some peppers, among other things, to go in my salsa, the roasted salsa, and some jalapenos for my roasted salsa as well. So produce this week came to 19 euros and 13 cents. And then we'll get to the meat and dairy. I'm out of salmon, so I stocked up on some salmon for the freezer. I picked up some camembert because it was on sale, and I do like some camembert every now and again. I don't know when I'm going to use that yet. Some pollock because it was on sale, and I'm running really low in the freezer. So I don't have a plan to use that yet because I still have one or two in the freezer, but it's good to stock up, especially when it's on sale. Some bagel flakes, which is similar to pastrami. That's going to be for lunch tomorrow on some sandwiches. Then I got some stewing pork just to put in the freezer because I don't have any left in the freezer. Then some pork belly, also going to go in the freezer, and probably next week or the week after I'll do some pork belly with some ramen, with some tacos, etc. I usually do several dishes when I make pork belly and just use it over a few different meals. Then I got a whole chicken that's probably going to go in the freezer for Christmas, but since I was at the butcher, I might as well pick it up now because it freezes well. And then I got a whole bunch of chicken tenders. They were the cheapest way to get chicken, and since I cut most of my chicken up, who cares if it's in tenders or whole breasts or whatever. So I got, I think there's about 500 grams roughly in each packet, so that's 4 kilograms or about 8 to 9 pounds in total. And some chicken thighs, boneless as well. Boneless, skinless, because I like using that. And then I also have some on the bone with the skin on, because sometimes I like to put that in Ninja Foodie and just grill that or roast that, which I'll probably do tomorrow to go with my sauerkraut stumppot, or I'm going to use the chicken drumsticks that I also got, so those are also going to go in the freezer. So that's a lot of meat, but that will last me for weeks and weeks, probably a month or two. So all of the meat and dairy this week came to 78 euros and 93 cents. And then we have everything else. I got my 2 bars of chocolate for the week because Milka was on sale, so I have one with dime and one with hazelnut. And then lately I've been really enjoying these spring rolls with chicken, ham, and vegetables. That's what I'm going to have for lunch today, right after I finish recording. I'll just throw those in the air fryer. Some rolls that I need to finish baking in the oven. That will be for tomorrow with my bagel flakes. Or I can do the camembert. who knows? We'll just see tomorrow. Some gochujang because I ran out and I want to do some bibimbap later this week. So with chicken and either the broccolini or the sugar snaps or broccoli or the green beans. I can still change that out. We'll just see. I used up the last of my soy sauce yesterday to make some salmon. So I got some sweetened soy sauce and some regular soy sauce. Some teriyaki stir-fry sauce for Meatless Monday in the fridge from last week. I still have some imitation beef stir-fry strips. So I'm gonna use that sauce with that. And again, probably the broccolini or broccoli or the sugar snaps as well. Some mustard just to have on hand. It was on sale this week. So it was €1 for that little bottle. And then also €1 were the little mini cans of vegetables. So I picked up some beluga lentils and some corn. Anytime that's on sale, I pick it up because I like having that on hand. That goes well in my pantry. I don't have plans to use it yet, but it's a pantry staple for me. And then I got some poffertjes, specifically kruidnoot poffertjes. Kruidnoot is like the little treats that you get with Sinterklaas here, which is on the 5th of December. And if you don't know Sinterklaas, it's a big Dutch tradition. It's one of the main influences for Santa Claus, in case Sinterklaas and Santa Claus doesn't sound familiar to you. So poffertjes are little pancakes and kruidnoot are little treats, so these are that flavor. And I have those for next week when my nephew's here with me on Saturday, because he loves poffertjes, so we'll just have that since it was on sale this week. Thought I'd pick it up because he really enjoys those. And then I saw some spicy mac and cheese, so I thought I'd pick that up to have in the pantry just for a Meatless Monday sometimes when I want to do low effort. All of that came to €23.46. So that makes the grand total for this week a whopping €121.54. That's the highest number in a while, but like I said, this will last me a long time, especially like the meat in the freezer. So, converted into US dollars, that is $140.93. Now, if you like this kind of content, I do this every single Saturday. And if you'd like to see what I do with all of this, every Sunday I do a Sunday prep day video where I prep for the week. So tomorrow, in addition to cutting all my vegetables, which I do every week, I'm also going to make my roasted salsa. And I'm going to make my, my soup, etc. And if you would like to see what I ultimately eat, you can check out my Instagram where I post every single meal. Or you can check out the video that I post about once a month on here where I show you a whole week of everything I eat in a day. So, if that sounds good to you, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.